Start this lesson. I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied to all you brethren preaching this word in all sincerity and truth, to the 144,000, the house of David, the hopeful elect, and to the few Akwaf that listen and subscribe into this truth. Shalom. It's the brother Dama Agabar here from GMS Los Angeles with another lesson, Lord willing, to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, this is just going to be a quick lesson because I was listening to the elders and the apostles street teaching this Saturday, and they was, pushing the emphasis that the destruction of Babylon should be one of the things that we're constantly going into, because we're living in that time, and that's the vibration, that we should be pushing, which, brothers do anyway, but just putting the emphasis on, pushing that vibration because, hey, the more that we speak it, the more that we prophesy it, the more that we put that vibration out there, hey, the more, the more it's going to manifest itself, pray that the Lord speed up these times, pray that Esau, speeds up his process and bringing in this NWO and making the necessary moves so that, prophecy can be fulfilled because the kingdom of heaven cannot come until, Babylon the Great is destroyed, which is America according to the scriptures, all right? And so, we should just definitely be in the spirit of pushing that vibration. And that's why I want to do this quick lesson dealing with Revelations 18 and the complete destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America, right? Because a lot of people try to say that, that's talking about ancient Babylon when you do, when you read it, and you read it with a spiritual eye, you know that it has to be speaking about a different Babylon, not ancient Babylon, because ancient Babylon wasn't ultimately totally destroyed, as I'm going to show you in these few scriptures, referring to this Babylon the Great, which is America, So I'm going to start here real quick. This is Revelations 18 and 16, and saying, at last, that great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. And this is speaking about America, that great city, all right, which is Babylon the Great. And the reason it's compared to Babylon because you have the same gods that was worshipped in ancient Babylon is worshipped here basically in Babylon the Great, or the daughter of Babylon, which is America. The same, there ain't no difference. There's no new thing under the sun. All right. America and America takes on the vibration and the spirit and the idols of Babylon the Great. It's riddled all through this society. It says, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. Right, because the Lord is going to destroy America and all of its splendor in 1 hour. And how is it going to be so speedy? How is it going to be so quick? Through these nuclear missiles, which are going to be shot from one end of the earth into the other ends of the earth. Which right now, the topic of nuclear war is very hot in the earth right now, because that's ultimately the great judgment and how this great Babylon is going to fall. It says, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning. You see, because all these different nations that have dealings and business dealings with America, they're going to see from far off the great destruction that is coming to this place. All right, it's going to be televised. It's going to be on every news station. It's going to be picked up by every satellite. And these nations are going to, they're going to literally see the great judgment of the whore known as America be destroyed. It says, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, at last, that great city wherein we were made rich wherein we were made rich, all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. You see? Because why is this a great place? How are all these countries made rich? What great city is all these countries in the world made rich through? Is America. Because of the great consumerism that's here in America. That's why, America was blessed with all these different ports. You constantly have goods and services being shipped here in America 24/7, man. From the West Coast to the East Coast to the Gulf, the Gulf cities, Louisiana, New Mexico, all different places where there's sea access. You have goods and services coming into this place, man. And where are these goods and services coming from? All of these different nations: China, India, Mexico, all around the world, man. All these countries are shipping their bullshit here, and these Americans are consuming it. on a constant daily basis, man. All right. And this is why these nations are going to weep, because they're no longer going to be able to get made rich off of the consumerism of Babylon the Great. They're not going to be able to ship their wares and their bullshit here to be brought up and sold here in America anymore. So therefore, these nations are going to weep when they see this great city, America, be destroyed. All right. And it's not talking about the Vatican. All right. Because ain't shit getting shipped over there to the Vatican like that to make these different nations rich. It's talking about America. It says, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for God hath avenged you on her, you see. And this is why we're constantly, looking forward to the destruction of this great city, because after that, that's when the kingdom of heaven is going to be established. And this is the Lord avenging us. This is the payback that America is going to have to pay for putting the chosen people, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the biblical Israelites, in slavery, man. And all of the BS that we had to endure, the slavery, the rape, the robbery, the murder, the deception, the homosexual agenda, the tranny agenda, all these different weaponized attacks and spiritual attacks that our people had to suffer here in America is going to be avenged when the Lord destroys this great city called Babylon the Great, America. It says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. You see, this is how we know that it's not talking about ancient Babylon, because ancient Babylon, which is in Iraq today, is still moving, still flourishing, still people living there, But this Babylon that the Lord is going to destroy in these last days is not going to be found anymore at all. And this is talking about America, Babylon the Great. All right. And this is what was that? Let me get it right here. Jeremiah 5, Isaiah 13 and 1. Where do I want to start? Isaiah 13 and 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. This is speaking about the ultimate destruction of Babylon the Great. It's going to cause the earth to shake, because the missiles are going to hit this place. It says, and it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, right? Because everybody that's here on the soils of America that's not part of the elect is going to be thrust through with these nuclear missiles and destroyed and burned and judged. See? And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword, right? Everybody that takes this MOTB, everybody that bows down and worship this man and his image and his beast, his image and his mark in these last days here in America is going to be ultimately destroyed, man. It says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which is Russia. And we see that happening right now, which shall not regard silver. And as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Right. Because when the Lord put the spirit on Russia to destroy this place, not going to be no negotiations, no amount of money, no amount of gold, no amount of, thing that they're going to be able to offer the Russians to stop them from launching those nuclear missiles on this place. The Lord's going to have the spirit on them for war and to destroy and to burn this whore with fire, man. It says, their bows also shall dash the young ones to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. You see, because children and women are going to be destroyed in this great judgment. And here we go. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, which is America, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And this is the clue that we know that's not talking about ancient Babylon, because ancient Babylon wasn't destroyed with fire from the sky like Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. This is the same Babylon, which I was just reading in Revelation, the 18th chapter. This is talking about that same Babylon, which is America, because it's going to go out with fire, nuclear fire. And we know Sodom and Gomorrah went out through hailstones and fire from heaven, never to be inhabited again. Just like Babylon, ancient America is going to be never inhabited again, man, by man. It's never going to be established. All right. This is going to be the forbidden zone, like in the first Planet of the Apes. It says, it shall never be inhabited. See, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. So it's not talking about ancient Babylon. There's still people inhabiting ancient Babylon over there in Iraq and to this day. So this is talking about America. This is the future of America. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Right. These Arabians and these Arabs not going to come here to make money and sell, come here and start businesses and move up in Jake neighborhood and get paid and, make money and selling that camel meat or whatever other business they be selling here. It's not going to happen. It says, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. Yeah, this place is going to be a complete desert, man. And the only thing that's going to inhabit America after this great destruction is desert creatures. There ain't no man or woman or child is going to be here. Nobody's going to set up shop. Nobody's going to build houses. Nobody's going to plant food or soil or, have communities here in America. This place is going to be totally desolate. All right. And I'm just saying, it's not going to happen. But even if you did try to come to this land and try to grow fruit or anything, it's going to be the land is not going to be fit to grow anything. Just like the Sodom and Gomorrah to this day, nobody lives in that land where that place was destroyed because it's full of sulfur. You can't plant, you can't grow anything there. That's why nobody lives there. It's going to be it's going to be like a fucking nuclear waste site, man. It says, and the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come. See, and her days shall not be prolonged. You see, and this is the day that we're waiting for, and it's speeding up faster and faster. It's coming quicker and quicker. Each day that passed by is another day that's near to the great judgment of this place known as Babylon the Great, aka America, man. All right, and this is why people need to repent. Come back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and get yourself right before the great day of judgment is near. All right. And only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to be delivered and saved from this. The rest of our people are going to be nuked and burnt and destroyed here in Babylon the Great, man. At least they're not on, the exemption list, which is the elect, man. So, hey, this is something that we got to constantly go into, something that we got to constantly speak and prophesy, into existence so that the Lord can speed the times up and bring this great judgment here on Babylon the Great, man. So this is why we're constantly telling our people to stop being so invested in this place. Stop thinking you're going to have a 10-year plan and, become a millionaire and set up all these different businesses and have black excellence and longevity, because it's not going to happen. All right, this place is destined to be destroyed. It's destined for judgment, and only the elect are going to be delivered and saved out of this via the chariots and be taken up while the missiles are coming down upon this place, man. So, hey, with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. To the next one, Shalom.